Hi, welcome back to my channel, The Goddess Mom, The Goddess Coach, Ernie. First of all, I want to say, please excuse, I've got a really bad sore throat and a cough. I'm trying to recover from a week's worth of feeling like a zombie. I've been having a horrible gastro flu. My two kids are pretty ill with the same thing. But I want to start my week with my creative juices flowing again. That's why I decided to take this today. As you guys know, I've had crazy, colorful rainbow hair since about November last year, end of October, when I was traveling in Asia, and I decided that I want to be a crazy rainbow unicorn mama with my 3 kids trailing behind me as I travel around half of Asia. And now I'm back in London and I'm still in love with having crazy rainbow hair. As you can see from the title, I am going to share with you how I maintain this color despite all the the daily washes, or not daily wash, the daily sunlight and air oxidization and your washes and the stress of everything. Anyway, as you can see, I'm sharing here a photo of the freshly colored hair, and this was done on the 14th of February this year. So right now, this hair is exactly it's coming up to my 8th week, so it's now 2 months old. I've had so many questions on Instagram from lots of you who are interested in having colorful rainbow hair. How do I keep this color pretty much vibrant as it is? It's not as vibrant as when it's first colored, of course, as you can see the difference in the pictures, but I do want to share with you my personal tips and tricks. And of course, these are also derived from different forums I've been reading about, people with rainbow hair. Now, first of all, let me share with you, I actually use a supposedly permanent hair color, and the last color I used, I've been using different brands. The last one I used was a brand called Sparks. Apparently it's made in Mexico, so it's specializing in darker hair really. So of course my original hair color is pretty much dark brown, almost kind of black. As you can see, this is about 7-8 weeks worth of growth, so that's my original hair color, pretty dark, and of course it gets lighter as it comes out to the end. So first of all, I had my hair bleached. Let's see, now I'm going to be bleaching again the roots, so I'm going to have it bleached and then I'm going to put the color back on. And my next color will be using semi-permanent live color from Swarovski. It's called XXL, I think. Anyway, I'm trying out the next one, which is semi-permanent. But all I can tell you is, even though this is permanent, you are going to get a lot of color coming out in your bathroom or in your shower cubicle every time you wash your hair. So first rule is you cannot use hot water when you shower and you wash your hair. I know when you're living in a place like England or the northern hemisphere, it's really cold. It's so hard not to wash your hair with hot water, right? I mean, who wants to shower with cold water when the temperature outside is 10 degrees? So my trick is I will use, fairly warm water. I mean, I'm hypothyroid, so I really need warm water anyway, because otherwise my body is completely sluggish. So what I'll do is I'll wash my hair with, I'll wet it with the warm water as quickly as possible, make it really, really wet really quickly. And then I use a color extend shampoo. So I've got a big one from Redken here. And it's specifically for, for colored hair. So it's supposed to, maintain the hair color. But by right, the best one is, I'm not sure whether this one contains sulfates, but it should be sulfate free, because that will then help to not strip the hair color from the follicles. And once you've washed your hair in natural color shampoo, and then I actually use a special hair mask instead of normal conditioner, because if you know, when you've colored your hair and you've bleached it like me, and of course because of my hypothyroid, my hair gets really dry. I mean, I love the color, but I'm not in love with how dry it gets. As I said, hypothyroid patients like me, we already have naturally, drier hair than other people. So I actually use this Intense Repair mask from L'Oreal. It's actually, I found this both in TK Maxx and you know they're so much cheaper because you know, for the big size I pay for them like I would a normal bottle shampoo from the supermarket. So this one is actually for super dry hair, and I can tell you it makes my hair really soft for the first 2 or 3 days after washing. So that does a much better job than normal conditioner. So check out, this is L'Oreal Professional Intense Repair Hair Mask. So I use that as my conditioner. So of course, as I mentioned earlier, you don't want to get your hair too hot, you know, in the water. So once I've done my conditioner, I'll pin my hair up, and then I'll soap up, let it sit for a while, for 3 minutes, while I, you know, scrub my skin. I'll put on my shampoo, my body soap and everything else. And then when I'm ready, when I've washed myself off with the warm water, I'll turn it to as cold as my head can tolerate, which is you know, not too cold, just kind of just from warm to like getting quite cold. I turn it to that cold water, and then I just tip my head sideways, and I just wash it with that cold water. And then you can actually see that the water, when it runs off, is actually, you don't really see all the color, because the first time when you wash your hair, you're gonna panic thinking, oh my god, you know, my cubicle, my shower cubicle was all blue and green or pink or whatever the color you got in. It's gonna scare you off. But when you wash it with cold water, it does stop the bleed. Okay, once you've done that, second rule is do not use too much heating, too much heated styling tools like hair dryer or a tong, because heat is the enemy of rainbow unicorn hair color. So what do you do then if you cannot, if you need to blow dry your hair, you know, again, weather is cold, and you know, if you got hair like me, I've got naturally curly and frizzy hair, so if I don't blow dry my hair, you know, it gets really tangled up and frizzy. So you can use a hair dryer, but what I do use is, for example, I use this thermal hairspray. I've got this organic thermal hairspray, and it protects me up to 220 degrees, and it is it's perfume free, and it's paraben free. So I use this to style my to spray into my hair, and then I actually put the hair dryer on a slightly lower temperature. So not, you know, if you got like 3 different heat settings, I actually use the first heat setting, but I blast it, so I make the, you know, the air really on the 3rd level, so full blast but low heat, and I just do a quick, you know, blow dry just all over. So the only place where I might concentrate the heat a little bit more, I'm still on the 1st level of heat, but I bring it a lot closer, is just to give it some volume near the scalp. You know, and then I just use my brush and like spread my natural sebum, my natural scalp oil, all the way down my hair, just to spread it down. So no heat from any sources if possible. I know it's difficult, but this is what you have to do in order to keep your rainbow hair. And the 3rd thing is you cannot wash your hair as often as you would when you don't have the rainbow unicorn hair. I know, it's crazy, right? Who can imagine not washing your hair every day or every 2 days? But this is what I have learned to do. So first of all, I stopped washing my hair as often as I used to. Before I've got this rainbow hair, I started washing my hair every 5th day because of an article I read from Kim Kardashian not washing her hair, and I realized it actually makes my scalp less oily. So yeah, the science has proven that if you wash your hair less often, it actually stops your scalp from producing excess oil. Funny, isn't it? You would think the more often you wash your hair, the less you have oil, but no, it actually makes your scalp produce more oil if you wash your hair every single day. So that is helping me. So I wash my hair, I try to extend it to 7 days, to the 7th day before I wash hair. So basically this 7-8 weeks, I've only washed my hair like maybe 8-9 times altogether. So how do I not wash my hair every day? How do I maintain that kind of like volume and cleanliness? So first of all, don't overload your hair with so much styling products that it attracts a lot of dust. I use very little, so once I blow dry my hair, you know, once I get that nice brushed out hair, I use a product like this, a Sun Shield dry oil veil, which is from macadamia oil, kind of like, you know, your different macadamia or your coconut oil or whatever. So this is like a spray. I found this again in TK Maxx. I'm trying it out, and it smells really nice. It's got that kind of macadamia and coconut oil, and it sprays like a light oil mist on my hair without clogging it down, without loading it with too much fat, so it still maintains some semblance of volume. By around the 3rd or 4th day, again, you know, you do feel, okay, I go to the gym, mind you, I do go to the gym twice a week. I do weightlifting, I do run, so I do get quite sweaty. So when I go to the gym, I do tie my hair up, but not too tight, because the tighter you tie up your hair, you know, when you like do this, it does again encourage your scalp to produce a lot more oils. So I try not, so I kind of put my hair up in a little loose bun at the back of my head, or you know, 2 ponytails very lightly, or plaits or whatever. So when I'm done at the gym, when I come back, what I do is I again, after I've showered, put my hair in a shower cap. When I've showered, and then I kind of blow dry my hair with cool air, just to get, you know, all the steam out and all the wetness. And then I use a lemongrass lift. This is a spray that I use to remove or to break down the fat in your scalp. Yeah, so I use this to get rid of the fat in my scalp. So what it does is it's kind of like, it's lemongrass and vinegar actually. So even if you don't have this particular brand, it's called Mop. It's from Australia. I found this when I was traveling. Oh no, it's actually from Spain, but it's made in the US. Not sure why I thought it was from Australia, because I think I bought it when I was in Malaysia. Excuse me. So what it does is, it basically, you spray it on your scalp. If you can't find the exact same spray, what you can do is actually either use ACV, apple cider vinegar, or just your plain white vinegar from your kitchen. And if you want, you can put a little bit, put 1 or 2 drops of, you put of course with water it down, and put 1 or 2 drops of like eucalyptus oil, for example, and you spray it in your, you know, near your scalp, spray in, rub it like this. So what I do, when I've sprayed this, I kind of rub it into my scalp, and then I take my hairdryer, and then again I would, using the coolest setting possible, I'll spray it all over again to help break the sebum down, to help break the fat down. And then style it as per normal. Again, I'll kind of play around, you know, put my hair up in tight, like in a very high, kind of like this, to you know, to make sure it doesn't look too flat. By about the 5th day, you know, then of course it starts getting flat again, because by then it's like 3, 4, 5. But the 5th day, when it starts getting flat again, that's when I use something like this Batiste dry shampoo. And this dry shampoo, again, same thing, I would then spray it onto my, again, you know, you tend to have more oil around here. Not too much though, because you know, dry shampoo is actually not really good for your follicles, because it actually does break down your hair follicles, so be very careful. So I use a little bit, and then again, you know, rub it all in, spray it out, and then I again just very cool hair dryer, cool air, and that's it. So it lasts for 7 days. That's it. The tips are, don't wash your hair too often, and when you do wash your hair, try and use special sulfate-free shampoo. Use really good conditioner or hair mask that keeps your color, because of course the drier the hair, you know, the faster the color will go off, so kind of keep your hair moist. And 4th is, you know, don't use very hot styling tools, so keep your styling tools cool or warm, as warm as, you know, as low as possible. And then of course, the other thing is, of course, sunlight does remove the color, bleach it. So as you can see, this is getting quite light. It's supposed to be like kind of like bright purple, and it's become quite bleached from the sun. So if you can wear caps or put your hair up in a bun, or wear a hat as much as possible, that would help your color stay. So if you've got any more tips, share them with me. I am about to put on my new Suave color in about 2 days. I think I'm waiting for the delivery, and then I'll let you know in the next video what using semi-permanent dye looks like. I'm still gonna have to dye my hair. I'm still gonna bleach my roots, and I'm gonna put the semi-permanent color in. So I've been using permanent hair color for the last 5 months, so I'm gonna try semi-permanent for the next 2. Let's see what happens. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to me. If you haven't liked this video, please like it. I would really appreciate it. Give me back some mojo, give me my creativity back again to continue sharing with you my content and my knowledge and my yakety yak. I'll see you in the next video, and in the meantime, have fun with your rainbow hair. If you haven't done it, go get it done. Join my unicorn family. Bye.